Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now I was contacted by Lightswish and they asked if I wanted to try I think they're either acrylic glittery markers or gel pen markers. I will have the reference back because they did send me this a little while ago and it's completely my fault that I didn't do a video, but I'm getting to it now. Gel. 36 gel, I can just see through the packaging. So yeah, they kindly emailed me and said that I want to try these out, and I said of course. I just recently purchased from a different brand some new gel pens, so I'm going to kick myself now if these are just as good, if not better. I do need to get a little piece of paper to swatch them. But anyway, they come in this plastic case and there is 36 colours, and by the looks of it it's like normal. Tip upside down. Press the tip of the pen 2 times to vent, shake well before use. So what I think I'll do is I'll get them all activated and ready off camera. I'll just do the one and then you can see how I get on. I want to actually take them out of this and put them in a used up candle jar and have them out on my desk because that is super vibrant. I think that'll look really pretty on my desk. So let's get them all out. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of colours. Oh, I'm hoping that that's as light as the lid is. Let's just have a little nosy. Yeah, so let me get a piece of paper and then I will come back. Just got a couple of pieces of just printer paper and just folded it in half. In hindsight, I don't think I've got a candle big enough to hold all these. Maybe this one. Maybe that big. Once it's all done, I'll be able to pop them in there. So let's go with one of the lighter shades because I'm really curious to see if it is going to be as light as I'm hoping. So yeah, the same thing as usual. Make sure you shake well, and then you want to push that nib into the paper to activate. Now it does say twice on the packaging, and in my experience it's always a lot more than twice. Lid back on, give it a shake. The camera doesn't like the sudden movements. And push it down. I can see the colour starting to go down now. Slowly but surely. Give it one last shake. That's why I think it's a good idea, me doing this off camera. Here we go. And there's the colour, and it is. Oh wow, look at that. Look, oh my gosh. It is more of a... I was so confused then. I was literally so confused, but now it makes sense why they're called outline markers. So you're getting the outline of the colour, of this colour, but you're actually getting a silver. I wonder if there are any other colours, but you're actually getting... Come on, camera. The silver's actually in the middle. I'll turn this light off, and then let me just turn. You see how shiny that is? I don't think I'm doing it justice here, but it's so shiny. Yeah, the camera's not wanting anything to do with that. But yeah, now it makes sense why they're literally called outline markers. So I'll swatch all the rest of these colours offline, off screen. Pop them on the back of here, and I have got a Hannah Calzone page that I've previously finished, and I thought it'd be ideal now after swatching this out. I'm thinking like this colour and like a nice blue, maybe this one would look stunning as an outline for this illustration. So yeah, I will be back once I've I've done all the swatches. Now I'm really curious, does it say on the packaging, does it work on like, because you can get pens that work on like pebbles and wood and all different surfaces, and I'm not seeing. It does claim to be waterproof, so I will test that once I've done all the swatches. I'll put it on some watercolour paper and test that out. So I'll be back when I'm back. All swatched out, and I'll be honest, it did take a while, but they're done now. They're done, so I'm really glad that I said that I'd do it off film, because they did take a while. Honestly, I think they're really unusual, these. I think the idea behind them is really, really good. You can just about see hints of the colour behind the silver. So they've got that base of silver. And like I said, you can see the hints of colour. Now my only thing with these pens is I wish the nib was a little bit thinner. I've got something else. Maybe not as thin as that, but between this one and then what they actually are, because I'm just thinking, I've not tried them yet, but if I'm using them on this colouring page, my idea was to outline, but I don't know. I'm just gonna see. But first of all, I've got some watercolour paper, and I want to try a couple of colours, and while I'm doing this, just leave this to do its own thing, and then I'll test it with water. Now I will say, me saying, oh, you have to keep pushing it down, you really don't. You just have to push it down and hold it in that position, and then do it again, and it does flow quite easily. So I just want to see how small I can get the lines. I think that one's beautiful. Like, it's like a turquoise. Whoa, the camera is just not working. But you can just about see the outline of like a turquoise. And try the blue. And this is pretty decent watercolour paper, this, so it should be for testing. You can go over it quite a few times as well, but just look how shiny that is. I think that's why the camera's just playing out, because of how shiny it is. It's acting funny with the lens maybe. Yeah, but my idea was to go around. I think I'll go around the inside. My concern is, like, around these details, I'm really going to struggle with that nib. Really going to struggle. So I think I'll go on the outside, even though I'll struggle a little bit here. But let's see. I'll try the darker turquoise first. Yeah. And I'll start on the left hand side because I am right-handed. I just want to see how easy it is going to be to use this nib. I've already gone over a little bit of the black lines. That's totally my fault. You can just see that turquoise peeking through. If I carry on. Now this page has had all sorts on it, so this is going on a mixed media page. I really do imagine that these would work on wood or stone or whatever. I don't think I would have necessarily called them a gel pen. I can just skip them bits. Yeah, I probably wouldn't. Oh, I've put out of frame. I don't think I'd call them a gel pen. I mean, I don't know what the liquid is made out of, but they do remind me more of an acrylic pen. Maybe it's because of that nib, I don't know. Let's go around these edges. Don't get me wrong, this is a beautiful colour. But I'm just not seeing as much as that turquoise as I would like poking through. So maybe if you're using these pens for bigger areas, it'd show up better like it does on the watercolour paper. Yeah, it's quite difficult to get in the smaller areas because of this nib. And I'm finding these easy enough, but I'm just a little bit nervous, like going around them leaves. I really do think I'd struggle. I'd end up going over the actual illustration itself. See, so if I stop there and then carry on, you're getting the idea. Maybe going around the stars, which have actually got stickles on as well. See, I can see it a lot better here, the colour on the background. I think it's because I've done this background, some areas are quite dark. It's not showing up, but on these lighter areas, I can definitely see it poking through. Then I'll try the other colour on them bottom stars. Which was this one. Just to do these little guys here. Yeah, again, it shows up better on the lighter bit. They're coming out really smooth though. No issues there. Yeah, so I'd definitely say, like, if you're doing it, if you're using these when you finish your colouring page like this, I'd stick to the lighter areas and they will show up a little bit better. So if I just lift this up, you can see how much it does shine. It's not a sparkle, it's definitely not a sparkle, it's more of a shine. So I'll just move this out the way for now. And I just want to test these out because it does say it's waterproof. So let's get some water, my pipette. I'm going to be really mean here and put loads on. And get a paintbrush that is full of glitter apparently. Got glitter flying everywhere. Clearly used Mod Podge on that. So let's, being quite forceful and I mean I'm ripping the paper and you can just about to see it's starting to spread, but very, very lightly. I'll clean my brush again. I mean, if I just went like that, it's actually soaking off it. That's cool. Let me get my cloth. Yeah, it's not settling. That's cool. It's not settling on the areas that I've put that pen down. So yeah, I'd class that as waterproof. I mean, you saw how much I was really like, argh. So yeah, I'd definitely class that as waterproof. So what I'll do, I'll leave the link in the description for these pens, just in case you're interested. And I have found my old packaging that my mug came in. So they can happily live there. For the purposes of this video, they are like that, but when I'm storing them myself, they will be stored upside down, because you're better off storing them like that. But just for the sake of the video, I thought they'd look pretty, just like that. So like I said, I will leave all the stuff in the description down below for you. And I hope that you enjoy them. If you do end up purchasing them, they really are nice pens. I'd just be very selective with certain things because of them nibs. If them nibs were a little bit smaller and you could be a little bit more precise, you could even like use them for details. No, like I could have added dots, like tiny little dots to the feathers. Even if I wanted to add like a snow effect, you've only got that one size because the nib is pretty big. But yeah, overall they're really nice. There's a nice colour selection. I just promise you that the camera's not, and we can just about see there, the camera's not picking it up for some reason, but there is a really good selection of colours, but you just have got that base of the silver. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.